Hello dear students, welcome to e-learning classes of P.N.AMERSEY High School. We will continue with our chapter number 13, direct and inverse proportion. So let us continue with our exercise 13.2, question number 8. A factory requires 42 machines to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. How many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? Students, here what is given in the question is that a machine, 42 machine is required to produce a product in 63 days. And if we want to produce that same product in 54 days, how many machines would be required? Now solution for sum number 8. Number of machine x1 equals to 42. It is given in the question. Number of days y1 is 63. Number of machine, we have to find out if the number of days are 54. Students, here if to make a product 63 days are required, and if we are using 42 machine, here if we have to produce that same article in 54 days, how many machines we have to install? Here you can see that if the number of machine is 42, the number of days are 63. And if the number of days are reduced to 54, then we have to increase the number of machines. So here, if the number of days will be less, the number of machines required will be more. So we can say that this is the case of inverse proportion. So x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. Here x1 is 42 and y1 is 63 equals to x2 we don't know, so we will write as it is, and y2 is 54. Now to find out the value of x2, we will multiply this 42 into 63 and divide by 54. Here 9 6 is 54 and 9 7 is 63, 6 1 is 6 and 6 7 is 42. So 7 7 will be 49. Therefore 49 machines would be required. Ninth question, you have to do it by yourself. Now we move to question number 10. Two persons could fit new windows in a house in 3 days. First part. One of the person fell ill before the work started. How long would the job take now? Second part. How many person would be needed to fit the windows in 1 day? Students, here what is given in the question is that 2 persons are required to fit the window in 3 days. In 3 days, 2 persons can fit the new window. First part, it is given that if 1 person fell ill, means out of 2, 1 person fell ill, then how much time will it requires to fit the new window? And in second part, it is asked that if we have to complete that work in 1 day, how many person would be needed? Now here solution for sum number 10. First, here also we will write the detail. Number of first person given here was x1, that is 2, and number of days y1, that is 3. In the first part, it is asked that one of the person fall ill before the work started. How long would the job take now? So now the number of person will be reduced from 2 to 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. And we have to find out number of days. That is y2. Here students, you can see that if 2 persons are there, then the work will be complete in 3 days. If 1 person is there, then it will take more than 3 days to complete that work. So here the less the number of person, more would be the number of days to complete the job. Students, here also it is a case of inverse proportion. So x1 into y1 equals to x2 into y2, where x1 was 2 into y1 is 3 equals to x2 was 1 and y2 we don't know. So y2 will be 2 multiplied by 3 divided by 1, that is 2 3 is 6. So it would take 6 days to complete the job. Now in second part, it was asked that how many person would be needed to fit the windows in one day. Here number of person x1 is 2, number of days y1 is 3, it is same, we have to write the same, and number of person x2 you have to find out, and number of days y2 is 1. Here if one day is given, then how many person are needed to complete the job. So here also less the number of days, more will be the number of person needed. This is a case of inverse proportion. So students, x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. x1 was 2 into y1 was 3 equals to x2. You don't know, so you will write as it is, and y1, y2 is 1. And to find out the value of x2, we will multiply this 2 into 3 divide by 1, that is 2 3 is 6. So therefore 6 persons are needed. Question number 11. A school has 8 periods a day, each of 45 minutes duration. How long would each school period be if the school has 9 periods a day, assuming the number of school hours to be the same? Students, here what is given in the question is that in a school 8 periods are there and each period is of 45 minutes. And if same time is there for the school, and if instead of 8, 9 periods are there, then how much time will be allotted for each period? Now solution for sum number 11. Here first we will write down the detail that number of periods x1 equals to 8 and length of each period in minutes y1 equals to 45. It's given in the question. And it is asked that if the school has 9 periods a day, assuming the same school hours, we have to find out the length of each period. So number of periods increase from 8 to 9, so x2 is 9. We have to find out length of each period in minutes, that is y2. Here students, the hours for the schools are same. School जो है वो same hours पे run कर रहा है, means the school timings are not changed. So if we increase the period from 8 to 9, then the time will be decreased from 45 minutes to, which we have to find out now. So here the number of period is more than the length of each period will be less. This is the case of inverse proportion. So x1 into y1 will be equals to x2 into y2. x1 was 8 and y2 is 45, and x2 is if 9, then y2 we have to find out. Now y2 will be 8 into 45 divided by 9. 9 ones are 9 and 9 fives is 45. 8 into 5 is 40. So students, therefore each period would be of 40 minutes. So if the period increase from 8 to 9, then the length of the period will be decreased from 45 to 40. Students, with this we end our chapter number 13. Thank you.